Linda Lee Johnson and Reverend Jeffrey Hardacre is here, the love of my life, and he will be assisting me today. Could we please have you turn off your phone so that it won't embarrass you, as you know how hard it is to get your phone out of your purse. I just have to tell you this little experience I had. So I am actually in a church that has an altar, and I have asked everybody to turn off their phone. And I just begin, and I somehow put my purse under the altar, and it went off. And you see, my purse will understand. I am down under the altar, so I disappeared, and I'm trying to find my phone. I think I was out there 5 minutes, so anyway, I just asked you to turn it off. Let's see. 2 days ago, Kim and Arvo called me to ask me to please be the platform speaker. The one that was going to do it couldn't do it at the last moment. And I only know a few of you here. You know, I'm getting to meet you more and more. But the only person that I could remember at the moment, the only name, was Wendy. And so I assured them that Wendy would be so glad to do it. And I said, she would really, I know she would be really great. And they said, yes, except she's working in the back. And honestly, my mind was blank. I couldn't think of another person. Yes, I would have mentioned Paula. I know Paula, but yes, my mind went blank. They really were encouraging me, and I said, but it's kind of interesting to me that I would try to shove that on someone else. And I think you all terrified me, if you want to know the truth. But anyway, what happened was, they just said, you know, that I could go ahead and they'd have it all marked as to what was going to be going on. And I've always wondered what kind of thing I could do here to serve. And I had never thought of platform speaker. So that was kind of amazing that I said yikes, yikes a couple of times when I got off the phone and told them I'd love to do it, and I really didn't want to. So,
well, we're glad you're here.
Anyway, but now as I look around at you in that dim light, you all look kind of dark out there, but I do love you. I'm so glad to be in this church. I love the idea of being in a church where it's beyond religion and beyond church. There's something about that that's really thrilling. And it was wonderful because I've heard Arvo say, he said, you know, we don't have people come here unless they're leaders and teachers. And I just love that. There's something about that that is just empowering. Anyway, they said they are going to be back for Dr. Nicole, and they'll be back next week. But let's remember them in our prayers all the time. What outstanding people they are to have kind of put this all together. They have such dedication to every one of us, and I have discovered last time how incredible that that wonderful woman who was here last time speaking, and how they kept encouraging her and encouraging her. That's really, really special. So at the center of Universal Light, we hold the space for ourselves and others to receive healing, love, and support in our times of transformation. So right now, let us stand and sing our opening song, The Land of I Am.
I am more than I
of I am in our hearts. Let's now affirm the CUL vision statement.
At the center of universal light, I am. I am the divine consciousness that dwells within. I am the eternal oneness with all that is. I am the unconditional love of the universal light.
So at the center of universal light, we hold the space for ourselves and others to receive healing, love, and support in times of transformation
through music, message, and mantras.
Thank you. Please have a seat. And now Jeff is going to share with you some of the announcements.
I was trying not to go that way, excuse me. I think I'll sit down.
Good morning.
Good morning. You like to be in the light.
Okay. The CUL announcements. The third Wednesday of the month, beginning January the 17th, 6 to 7:30 p.m. Circle of Connection. It's about relationships, all kinds, commitment, and honesty. A gathering of men and women, couples and singles, learning to stay together in community with love as family. We are people of very different outlooks and religious backgrounds, but we have come together with the hope of experiencing something we may never have experienced before, true community. Join us. Call Reverend Arvell for details. The numbers in the bulletin. Sunday, January 21st, Reverend Kimberly and Arvell will be here to host Dr. Nicole Coyle, PhD, a Director of Divinity from Catholic to Mystic. Nicole is now the owner and director of NAAM Yoga, Arizona. Her message, Awaken Your Truth, I Am Love. These are only illusions designed by your ego and others to separate you from the truth that you are, love. Following her January 21st presentation in our sanctuary, Dr. Nicole will offer a free introductory class to Nam Yoga in Studio B. Fourth Sunday, the fourth Wednesday of the month, beg your pardon, beginning January 24th, 6 to 8 p.m., Health Rhythms drum program in Studio B, led by certified facilitators Joe and Lindy Modica. No musical experience needed, drums, shakers and rattles provided, or bring your own. Donations appreciated, public welcome, veterans encouraged, seating is limited. Call Joe at the numbers given. Sunday, January 28th, Reverend Arvell Bird returns to the podium to take us once again beyond religion. January 31st, CUL Sister Circle program by Sandra Constantino. Seeds of inspiration for the new year and ceremonial activation. We'll also be using drums and sound healing and primal energies of fire, water, air, and earth. Friday, February the 2nd, Flute Circle Workshop, co-lead by Reverend Arvell and Karen Reedstrom, beginning at 6 p.m. in Studio B. No experience necessary. Bring all your flutes or just an A minor flute. And the community announcements, Tuesday, January 16th, 5 o'clock, gathering with the Sacred Pipe in ceremony with Annette Moody at Shaman's Dream in VOC. Contact Cheryl Spagnola for more information. Saturday, January the 20th, 6:30 p.m., Cottonwood Contra Dance. Come dance with Reverend Kimberly and Arvell at the Clark Memorial Clubhouse, 19 North 9th Street, Clarkdale. Talk to Mason for more details. Wednesday, January 31st, full moon ceremony at Reverend Cheryl Spagnola's. Center of Universal Light, that's it. Thank you.
It looks like when you go beyond church and all the theology that many of us were raised with. That's such an incredible program. And now I get to introduce Nanda, and she has been with Unity for how many years, Nanda? Have you been with Unity?
Oh, my. 20 or something like that, I think.
All right.
Lots more than that, probably.
She is going to give us the daily word. And she's also our senior practitioner.
The word for today is guidance. I walk in faith, guided by my inner light. Striving to express my spirituality while living a human experience, I sometimes find myself praying for guidance. Which path should I take? Which choice should I make? In truth, I never lack guidance. It might not always arrive as a clear and detailed message from on high. I might even find myself called upon to trust and follow my inner intuition, to have faith where doubt may reside. I express that trust by placing one foot in front of the other, moving forward with the conviction that my steps are taking me precisely where I need to go. As I walk, I am guided by an inner light that would not have appeared if I simply stood still and waited. And from Matthew 7:8, for everyone who asks receives, and everyone who searches finds, and for everyone who knocks, the door will be opened. The word for today is guidance.
I told her earlier that I just love to hang on to every word that she says in this daily word. That is so beautiful. Thank you. Oh, now we get to have the celebration of Mother's Earth. We offer the Earth Prayer reading. And Bonnie Jones is going to do that.
First, I want to say a few words of my own. I've heard the phrase Aloha Aina over and over and over again, and it means love the land. I also have been privileged to watch many YouTube videos about the 3-year around-the-world voyage of the Polynesian voyaging canoe Hokulea, spreading the concept of Malama Honua, which means care of the earth. And so I know that people around the world are using thoughts, words, and deeds to help perpetuate the care of the earth and of each other. The Earth Prayer. Here we are, a planet at prayer. Let us attune our spirits that we may hear the harmonies and creative power of the source of love and light. May we face our violent discords and join with the eternal energy to make heard in every heart the hymn of peace. Here we are, a militarized planet. Let us transform our fears, that we may transform our war fields into wheat fields, arms in handshakes, missiles into messengers of peace. Here we are, a polluted planet. Let us purify our vision, that we may perceive ways to purify our beloved lands, cleanse our precious waters, desmog our life-giving air. Here we are, an exploited planet. Let us heal our hearts, that we may respect our resources, hold priceless our people, and provide for our starving children an abundance of daily bread. By Joan Mansfield.
We really need that right now. Wonderful prayer. Thank you so much. So let's just have a little meditation right now. And let us just be still and enter that secret place. Oh, thank you that we can enter that beautiful peace. We can go to that place that is available to every one of us. Our needs are met in this presence. And this is where we meet unconditional love. It's waiting for us. It is waiting for us to realize that we